Yes, you read right, Ubisoft is dying right now, because their share price dropped by almost 17%, and Ubisoft's share price has fallen over 50% in the last year, reaching a 10-year low, and their recent AAA games was also flopped like Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, Star Wars Outlaws, and Skulls and Bones, which cost $650 to $850 million. And this game did not even cover his cost. So, it's mean we will see goodbye from Ubisoft before GTA 6. Who knows? So let's talk about reasons behind why Ubisoft is in big trouble, and golden era of Ubisoft that we loved. One of the biggest reasons behind the situation of Ubisoft is failing of Theorbig's games. In recent from Ubisoft, we received many flopped games, and Skull and Bones and Star Wars Outlaw also included in this. And these games did not even cover their cost, and it's obvious if a product did not even cover its manufacturing cost, it will flop. And X-Defiant didn't even go according to expectation, and Ubisoft admitted that X-Defiant has been a flop. I also tried this game, but I am not playing it anymore. Are you playing it? Tell me in comment. Ubisoft faces intense competition in the gaming industry, which has become more crowded with new and innovative studios, and as we know that mostly Ubisoft games are never polished at launching time, we have to wait for different patches from Ubisoft. But I think it's better to play Hollow Knight. Or Hades, at least they are good when indie studio released it. And here's when my own official game pop up. Let me introduce you to my own second game, which is Find Escape, which is free, and as you can guess by name, you have to escape. But there is a twist. This game is inspired by Demon Slayer Infinity Castle, and I try to make this in my game and make it very difficult to escape. You can download this game from the link in description or link in comment, and tell me who is better, me or Ubisoft. And keep in mind, I am not a professional developer right now. I am learning it, so let's back to topic. In recent, we saw huge rises of player and multiplayer games, while we know Ubisoft for open-world games like Assassin's Creed series and Watch Dogs. But Ubisoft also tried to stand in multiplayer world. But I don't think go very well because Skull and Bones, which is also a multiplayer games, become a flop game, and X-Defiant also good at launching. And a lot of player was playing this at a time, but after some time, player left it and make it difficult for Ubisoft to stand. And many multiple games are cancelled from Ubisoft. Ubisoft has faced significant backlash regarding the quality of its recent game releases, which has contributed to its declining reputation. Several key points illustrate this trend. Technical issues. Many of Ubisoft's recent titles, such as Ghost Recon, Breakpoint, and Watch Dogs. Legion were criticized for their technical problems, including bugs, performance issues, and poor optimization. These problems have led to negative player experiences and reviews, damaging the company's credibility. Repetitive gameplay. Critics have pointed out that some of Ubisoft's franchises, particularly Assassin's Creed and Far Cry, have become formulaic, offering little innovation between releases. This lack of creativity can lead to player fatigue and decreased enthusiasm for new titles. High-profile games like Ghost Recon, Breakpoint, and Hyperscape failed to meet fan expectations, resulting in disappointment and frustration within the gaming community. Such failures not only impact sales, but also erode trust in Ubisoft's ability to deliver quality experiences. Ubisoft has been slow to respond to player feedback and criticism, particularly in ongoing games that require regular updates and community engagement. This has led to a perception that the company is out of touch with its audience. Let's a little bit talk about Ubisoft financial instability, declining stock performance. Ubisoft's stock price has plummeted, falling nearly 40% in 2023. This dramatic decline reflects a loss of investor confidence and has caused the company's market capitalization to drop significantly. Underperforming titles. Many of Ubisoft's recent game releases have failed to meet sales expectations, contributing to lower revenue. For instance, games like Prince of Persia. The Lost Crown sold around 300,000 copies, which is considered inadequate for a major title. Such underperformance not only impacts immediate earnings, but also affects the company's ability to invest in future projects. Increased operating costs. The rising costs of game development, including salaries, marketing, and technology, have strained Ubisoft's finances. As the industry evolves, the expectation for high-quality graphics and complex gameplay requires larger budgets, which can be difficult to manage when sales do not meet projections. Ubisoft has faced extensive delays on some of its biggest projects, creating uncertainty around its release schedules and disappointing fans and investors alike. Repeated delays of high-profile titles. Ubisoft's major franchises, such as Assassin's Creed and Skull and Bones, have suffered multiple delays. Skull and Bones, for instance, was originally announced in 2017, but has yet to be released, with its launch date pushed back several times. These delays have frustrated fans and raised questions about Ubisoft's development processes. Impact on revenue. Delays of flagship games mean that Ubisoft misses out on projected revenue, impacting financial results. The delays prevent Ubisoft from capitalizing on potential high-earning periods, such as holiday seasons, when game sales traditionally spike. This ongoing postponement disrupts cash flow and can deter potential investors. Fan frustration and lost interest. Players have become increasingly frustrated with Ubisoft's inconsistent timelines, resulting in declining anticipation and enthusiasm. Games like Beyond Good and Evil 2 have experienced so many delays that fans are skeptical about whether these titles will ever be released, damaging Ubisoft's reputation for reliability. Changing market trends. Prolonged development times can make games feel outdated or out of sync with market trends upon release. Titles that begin development based on certain trends may need substantial reworking if trends shift during the delay period, putting Ubisoft at risk of releasing games that don't align with current player interests. So I think we have to talk little about our favorite game from Ubisoft, because Ubisoft give us also very good games that are better than many games first. My favorite game from Assassin's Creed series is Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. If you have not played this game yet, man, you are missing very big game from Ubisoft. I love this Assassin's Creed game, and my second favorite game from Ubisoft is Watch Dogs. I always want to try Watch Dogs 2, but this game never released. I think I read somewhere about Watch Dogs 2 that there is a plan to release this game, but it canceled. Is it true? So, what you think? What will happen with Ubisoft? Can Ubisoft survive? Or we will see goodbye message from Ubisoft? Yell me and comment, and don't forget to check out my own game.